Most men believe their energy disappears with age. They blame stress, long work hours, or simply getting older. But what if I told you that for millions of men over 40, the real reason their body feels tired, heavy, and slow has nothing to do with age, and everything to do with what's missing from their plate every single day? In fact, doctors around the world are quietly noticing a pattern. Men who age with strength, clear thinking, stable energy, and long, healthy lives often share something surprisingly simple in common. It isn't expensive supplements. It isn't extreme workouts. It isn't some secret medical treatment. It's food. And today, I want to reveal 5 foods that research consistently links with stronger energy, healthier hearts, better metabolism, and longer life in men over 40. Foods that many people rarely eat, but the men who do often look and feel 10 years younger. But before we talk about those foods, there's something you need to understand about what really begins happening inside the male body after 40. Because the change is silent. Most men don't notice it happening, but your body definitely does. After 40, your metabolism slowly begins to shift. Muscle mass naturally declines. Hormone levels gradually change. The cells that once repaired damage quickly now take longer. The heart works harder. Blood vessels become less flexible. Energy that once lasted all day suddenly fades by afternoon. And here's the problem. Modern diets are making this process happen faster. I see this every week in my clinic. Men who were strong and active in their 30s suddenly feel exhausted in their 40s. They wake up tired. Their stomach slowly grows even though they don't think they're eating more. Their focus becomes foggy. Their motivation fades. Many assume it's stress. Others blame sleep. Some believe it's simply the price of aging. But the truth is often simpler and more hopeful. Their body is starving for the right nutrients, not calories, nutrients. The human body is extraordinary. It can repair itself, strengthen itself, and protect itself from disease for decades. But only if it receives the raw materials it needs. Without those materials, the body begins to struggle. Your cells can't produce energy efficiently. Your heart must work harder to pump blood. Inflammation quietly rises. Fat accumulates more easily. Recovery becomes slower. And suddenly a man who should feel strong at 45 begins to feel old at 45. But here's the remarkable part. When the body receives the right nutrients again, it often responds faster than people expect. Energy returns, clarity improves, strength rebuilds, and many men begin to feel like themselves again. This is where food becomes powerful medicine. Not because food is magical, but because your body recognizes it as the original fuel it was designed to use. Now imagine this. A man wakes up in the morning with steady energy instead of fatigue. His mind feels clear. His body feels light instead of sluggish. His heart, muscles, brain, and metabolism are quietly receiving exactly what they need to function at their best. This transformation doesn't come from complicated diets. It comes from consistent, simple choices repeated every day. And the first food I want to talk about is something humans have eaten for thousands of years. Yet many modern diets have almost forgotten it. Fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, and similar fish contain something your heart and brain deeply depend on, omega-3 fatty acids. These natural fats play an extraordinary role inside the body. They help reduce inflammation that slowly damages blood vessels over time. They support brain cells that control memory and focus. They help maintain flexible arteries so blood flows smoothly through the heart. But perhaps most importantly for men over 40, omega-3s help the body regulate energy and metabolism more efficiently. When these fats are missing, the body often becomes more inflamed, more tired, and more vulnerable to long-term health problems. But when they return to the diet regularly, something interesting happens. Energy stabilizes. The brain feels sharper. The heart works more efficiently. And men often report something simple but powerful. They feel alive again. Now let's move to the second food. This one surprises many people because it's so common that most overlook its power. Eggs. For years, eggs were unfairly criticized. But modern research has shown something important. Eggs are one of the most complete natural foods available. Inside a single egg are nutrients that support the brain, muscles, eyes, and metabolism. Eggs contain high-quality protein that helps maintain muscle mass, something men begin losing naturally after 40. They also contain choline, a nutrient critical for brain health and memory. But what makes eggs especially powerful is their ability to provide steady energy. Unlike sugary breakfasts that cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, eggs provide long-lasting fuel that keeps the body stable for hours. Men who start their day with real protein instead of refined carbohydrates often notice they feel less hungry, more focused, and more productive throughout the morning. It's a simple change, but it can transform how the body feels every day. Now let's talk about something most people know they should eat more of, but rarely do: leafy greens. Spinach, kale, arugula, and similar greens may not look exciting, but inside them is a remarkable combination of vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that support nearly every system in the body. These greens help improve blood circulation. They support healthy blood pressure. They nourish the cells that protect the heart. They also contain antioxidants that fight oxidative stress, one of the key drivers of aging inside the body. Think of oxidative stress like rust slowly forming inside the body's systems. Over time, it damages cells, tissues, and organs. Leafy greens act like a natural shield, helping the body repair and protect itself. Men who regularly include greens in their meals often experience improved digestion, lighter energy, and better long-term heart health. Now we come to a food that has quietly gained enormous attention in longevity research: nuts. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and similar nuts may be small, but nutritionally, they are incredibly dense. They contain healthy fats that support heart function, magnesium that helps muscles relax, and plant compounds that reduce inflammation. But here's something fascinating. Several long-term studies of aging populations have shown that people who regularly eat nuts tend to live longer and experience fewer heart problems. Researchers believe this happens because nuts support several systems at once: the heart, the brain, blood sugar balance, and even weight control. Just a small handful each day can provide nutrients that protect the body quietly in the background. And finally, we arrive at the fifth food, one that ancient cultures respected deeply, and modern science continues to study with growing interest: berries. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, these fruits contain powerful antioxidants that support brain health and cellular repair. Inside these small fruits are compounds called polyphenols that help protect the brain from age-related decline. They also support healthy blood flow to the brain, improving focus, memory, and mental clarity. Men who regularly eat berries often report something subtle but important: their thinking feels sharper, their mind feels younger, and their body feels lighter. Now here's the key idea that connects all five of these foods. They don't work because they are trendy. They work because they provide nutrients the body genuinely needs to function well as it ages. When these nutrients become part of daily life, the body slowly shifts from survival mode back towards strength and balance. Energy improves, the heart becomes stronger, the brain becomes clearer, and many of the silent processes of aging begin to slow. But perhaps the most important lesson isn't just about food. It's about awareness. Because many men reach 40 or 50 and believe their best years are behind them. They assume fatigue is permanent. They assume decline is inevitable. But biology tells a different story. The human body is remarkably resilient. Even after decades of poor habits, positive changes can begin producing benefits within weeks. Better food, better movement, better sleep, better awareness of what your body truly needs. These choices compound over time. And suddenly a man who once felt drained begins to feel strong again, not because he turned back time, but because he finally gave his body the support it was asking for. So tonight, when you sit down for your next meal, pause for a moment and ask yourself a simple question: is this food helping my body build energy, or slowly take it away? Because every meal is a decision. Every choice is a signal to your body about the future you're building. Your health is not decided in a single moment. It is shaped quietly through thousands of small choices. And the beautiful truth is this: you can start changing those choices today. Your body is listening, and it's ready to respond.